welcome to episode 3 of Yarn and Shenanigans. It feels like it's been forever, Kristin,
I know.
but the holiday and shenanigans. So I'm Amy. This is Kristin. Oh, I'm sorry. That was
right.
like pushy.
I'm Kristin.
I don't know who this person is. We also have a room full of wiener dogs.
We do. Miss Princess, come here.
Mafia Princess of South Florida is making her appearance.
Cheers.
And to keep her company, we have Dachshund Maxwell.
So this is the Mafia Princess.
Come here.
And we have found out that there is going to be a wiener race in my hometown in October. So we have decided that the Mafia Princess is going to race. And the only reason she's looking oh so cute right now is that she's looking at the food
M&M's
in front of us. So that's why she is so intent, aren't you? Yes. So she's going to be our racer, and we're going to have the Princess Posse. And we're going to start training her. And we're going to get some videos of us training her, and they're going to be absolutely hysterical. And we will put them on the Instagram and Facebook, so you can see them there. And we'll see how well she does.
Are you going to make her an outfit?
I might. I'm thinking about like Princess Posse t-shirts. Yes. But I don't know if I can get my husband into one of those. But yeah. Hi. Yes, I have food in my mouth and no, you can't have it. Thank you.
So Princess is trying to get along with other dogs.
Yes.
And so everyone, this is Maxwell Topper Fleming. He says hi. He has 3 middle names because he's extra.
He is extra.
You can tell that Maxwell is quite a bit bigger than Princess over there. That's because Max was supposed to be a mini dachshund, but he just forgot and kept on growing. So, hi.
And little Miss Princess is a mini. She's about 9 pounds.
Max is 17.
Yeah, he outgrew the whole mini thing, didn't he?
He did. But he's okay.
Yes, he's a sweetie. And they're getting along well, so
yes.
We're very happy about that.
Roscoe's been kept downstairs with Tom because he's a little excited there's a girl in the house, and she's just not in his business, so.
No, but we're trying to get her used to all sorts of dogs before we take her to the race in October, so
yes.
We're working on it.
We're socializing. Now Max is done.
Should be good. And we're going to put her down or she'll eat everything up here. There we go.
I made Reuben dip for our German dog occasion.
It's really good.
It's pretty amazing.
It is.
I'll send you the recipe. It's so easy.
Sounds fantastic.
So what's been going on with you since our last?
Way too much work. It's just ramping up like there's no tomorrow. And then I keep getting stuff from work saying, Kristin, don't you want to train to do this? Kristin, don't you want to train to do that? Kristin, don't you want to be at work at 4:30 in the morning?
Oh, no.
So let's just say that work is keeping me very busy. And now that we have this whole wiener dog thing going, I have all sorts of plans in my head. So, and my husband is so funny. So we have the dachshund, and then we have a Papillon mix. And in the wiener races, they have a wannabe wiener race, and that's for all the other dogs that aren't wieners. So I told my husband, I said, we have to put Pixie in the wannabe dog wiener place. And he just looked at me, he said, you know she's just going to create chaos. And I said, I know, but it'll be so much fun. It'll be hysterical. Because that's all she'll do. She will just create utter chaos, and it'll be so much hysteria is going to happen. So, yeah, looking forward to that. So that's my new obsession right now, is getting Princess ready for the wiener races.
Sorry, I was checking on the dogs. It's far too quiet for 2 dachshunds in the same room. Max is very chill, so I told Kristin it was a good idea if she wanted to introduce Princess to strange dogs to bring her over for Max, because Max is like, whatever, like, it's cool. And he very much is like, whatever, it's cool. They're just roaming the room.
They are.
So yeah, there's nothing going on. Work's fine. I'm fine. My best friend Kim had hand surgery, so I'm going over tomorrow and babysitting her, and we will have
playing nurse
shenanigans. Yeah, I'm mostly just gonna tell her to go to sleep and maybe drug her, keep her drugged.
That's the best thing a nurse to do.
Yeah. She was very excited. She got a shower today, and I was like, why? No one's gonna smell you. So So Monday I get to chauffeur her around to go to the doctor's office, and
Very good.
then I'm gonna sit with her and torture her.
That's exactly what nurses do.
Mm-hmm.
Say yes. Hi, Max. All right. So, we need to say how you can find us.
Oh.
So, Yarn and Shenanigans can be found on Instagram under Yarn and Shenanigans. We also have a Facebook page called Yarn and Shenanigans, and that's where you can see all the stuff that's going on. That's how you can find us in social media. And, yeah.
Instagram.
Yeah, and Instagram. And
I
Instagram.
don't know if you said that.
And if by any chance you happen to like this video and want to see more, go ahead and like it and subscribe.
Mm-hmm.
I have a dachshund crawling up my leg.
Oh, you're gonna see her. Oh, yeah. That's cute. Max is like, that's a lot of effort. I'm sorry.
Yep. You're going to see a lot of dachshund
He
crawling
doesn't
up
do
me
a lot of work.
because there's food available.
Hi. Dachshund nose pokes are important. Hi, we love dachshunds in our family.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So little. She's so little.
All right, start with your finished objects.
Kristen's gonna keep us on track because I'm like done with dogs. I won. I worked so hard. I did finish my June socks.
Yay!
I finished them on July 1st, so they still count. They have a little heel. You guys can see how little my feet are, though. Look, they're so little. So tiny. So the way that I know that my leg is finished, if it's the same length as my foot. So fold it in half. That means it's done. It'll go on my wall because I never wear my socks, even though they're so cute. One day. I know, I don't know why I don't like wearing them. I mean, I do like wearing them, but they're so pretty on the wall.
They are.
Yes.
One of these days we'll take a picture of it.
We will. I can take a picture of it. I'll get that wall together.
Okay.
But yeah, they get rolled up, and I have these really pretty gold shelves. And they're like a little striped piece of fun. So then I started on my other socks, but we'll talk about that. That was bad.
Those are pretty.
Oh, I had some struggles.
I'm glad I'm not the only one with struggles. I've just been struggling with knitting all the time.
Oh.
So this is my finished project.
It's beautiful. Beautiful.
Yay. So this is the Marisol by Umy Christoffers. It was put out by Berroco. And it's all completed and done. I will take more pictures of it and insert at this moment. And as you can see, it was a good knit. It was a fun knit. It really is a study in picking up stitches. So that was what this project was all about, was really picking up stitches. But I lengthened it. I also put on I-cord bindings on all of the edging. And I also adjusted the neck a little bit because I didn't want quite the boat neck that it was requesting. But as you can see, it turned out well and it fits well. And I'm enjoying wearing it. So I have another summer top.
So pretty. I love like the yarn has little. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I love that the yarn has like the little speckles in it. Like it's like a little glitter.
Yeah, yeah.
It's kind of tweeted, but not really. Like it's really nice. So, what yarn did you use?
This is Berroco Sesame.
Okay.
And it was the Cherry Blossom. I don't know if they actually write Cherry Blossom on there. I think there's like a colored number. But if you look it up, it'll say Cherry Blossom.
Okay. It's super pretty. Love it. I'm super jealous. I feel like I worked so hard on my Bright Access tee, and I got to the point where it was time to stop, and then I was like, I'm going to cast on something else.
Okay, so this is the picture of castonitis. And today we are going to see the results of having castonitis for several weeks. So why don't we move on to your whips?
I don't want to talk.
Come on, we got castonitis, girl. Let's see them.
Well, there's like 17. The first are my July socks.
Those are pretty.
Isn't
I love
pretty?
that.
This yarn is where's the label? I have it somewhere. It's a yarn. Oh, here it's right there. Duh. It's Yarn Love, and this is her Juliet sock kit. The color is All My Love. It's obviously very pink. And I couldn't.
It is so pretty.
I couldn't wait to get into it. Like the toe color is like the lightest color in here.
Right.
So, this was a struggle for a lot of reasons. So last year, when coronavirus happened, I promised myself that I was going to knit through a book. That didn't happen. So I had castonitis after getting to a stopping point in my tea and picked up the book that I was going to knit through. We're going to laugh at the name of this book because it's 52 Weeks of Socks. There it is. All of these patterns are amazing, but it's going to take me longer than a week to knit this pair of socks. Mostly because I started on the wrong size. I don't know why. I thought I had giant feet and knitted the large. And I got maybe like, I did the toe and I was like, oh, that's a little big. But that's okay. It's just the toe. Except the toe was like that long. And I was like,
the length of your foot?
Yeah, I was like, I'll just keep going because that's what I do. And I kept going, and for some reason I texted my friend Angela, and I was like, these socks just look a little big. And I put them on my arm, and it was the sleeve to what could have been a sweater. So they got ripped out, and it was pretty bad. I was like, my whole arms can go through this. It was this much, guys. Like, I hadn't even gotten to like 2 pattern repeats. I was like, that's good. So I had to rip it out. Luckily, I just had to rip out the part that I knitted with the main color and got to the toe part and was able to get back to where I had the right number of stitches. But yeah, I knit a lot of socks. I'm like a pro sock knitter. And that was bad. That was bad for me. It was bad.
It's just bad. Making me feel so much better for all of the issues I've had in knitting the last few weeks. I'm sitting here thinking when the next podcast comes, it's going to be the doofus and the professor again. No. This is not going to be good. It was my time. And I was feeling all sorts of self-recriminations, and now you make me feel so much better, Professor.
Yeah, so bad. This pattern that I'm knitting is, of course, the last pattern in the book called Dear Bjorn. I love this book. This book is one of those ones that you can only get from one publisher, so when it goes out of stock, it's out of stock for
they quit printing.
Have they really?
I was at a yarn store, and they said that they've quit printing that. I think they're looking at doing a paperback maybe, but that's not done yet. This
book is magical. If you can get your hands on a copy and you love socks, I highly, highly, highly recommend it. Just because every sock pattern in here is distinctly different. And there's like a ton, they're all different designers. It's amazing. Yeah. But I'm not going to knit a pair of these in a week. I'm just letting y'all know. After that, we're slowing down. Okay. So then, let's see, what else? What else did I cast on? I ripped out, because I had castonitis. I ripped out my power wrap because I was, I'm knitting it according, it looks so small. I just can't, I'm just not in love with it. So even though I'm wearing the shoes that match it today, it had to go. So I ripped it out. I was a little sad about it. And then, okay, we'll talk about that. But I got to a stopping point in my wrap, in my tea, and I bought these pairs of shoes. And they're amazing. I should have brought them up. If you guys don't know Teeks, love them.
Oh, you got another pair of Teeks?
Oh, look, I'm wearing them.
I know.
Yeah. So, I don't know if this neon yellow Edison bulb metal and Tosh color, one of my favorite, if you put this with Pop Rocks, is like my favorite yarn combination because I love Pop Rocks a lot, but I really love this. So my shoes are this exact shade of yellow.
Oh, wow.
This exact shade. So, I bought the shoes, and then I said, I need something to wear with them. And I've been wearing a lot of these shoes with blue. Uh-oh, princess. I've been wearing a lot of these shoes with blue. This blue, in fact, right here. So, I just decided I needed to cast on something. So, here it is, my little tiny little cast on piece. Isn't it pretty? It's, this is going to be Slip Knit Love. I've seen this knit and it is so pretty. So I don't know if
Nice.
you can see it's got the little spotty yellow right in there. And then this is like a gray color. Oh, it's so pretty. It's gonna be pretty.
So at this point, we're going to put in close-up pictures of the yarn and of the sample so that you can see it better. And you can see all three colors that Amy is showing right now.
Oh, it's a mess over here.
So, hopefully you enjoy that close-up.
What about where's your whips? Let's talk about yours.
Well, I have one. So, well, okay, I have two because I'm doing the Bright Axis Tea. That's a whole nother saga in and of itself. So I wanted to start on my sister's birthday, whose birthday is in the end of July. And I have gotten this far with the Moxie jacket. So I have the body done. And I'm working on the sleeves. And so I just have the two sleeves. It goes pretty quick because this is huge yarn. This is a Cloudborne yarn from Webs. And I'll get the exact name of it, but it's like roving is what I'm working with. So it's huge and it goes quickly. And these are size 19s. Yes, they're so much fun. And
I feel like you're gonna like hit me with
I
all
know.
like.
I'm trying not to blind my dog, but I'm doing the sleeve right now. And if you can see, I have to, because these are fixed and these are the only 19s I own, I have to do magic loop with these. And let me just tell you, magic loop on size 32 cord 19s is not the easiest thing to do. So I was working on this last night and I'm like, okay, this is going to take me a while. So anyway, hopefully by the next time I keep putting it on the wrong side because I get the camera stuff all
Do you need
mixed
help?
up.
There we go.
Oh, we're good. Hopefully the next time I will have finished this, and what I'll do right now is I'll put up a picture of it looking better. But the next time you see this, hopefully, I will have sent it to my sister, and she will be modeling it the next time we have the episode. So I have to get this done for her birthday and get some pictures out. So that is my whip that I'm working on. Besides, I'm still working on the scarf for the red scarf project, and I'll just bring that back out when I'm done with it, but I'm getting very close. I don't have that much further to go. So I want to get that done and blocked, and then we'll bring it back on the program.
Nice.
So now we're down to...
Well, we gotta talk about the tea.
Yep, we're down to the Bright Axis tea. So why don't we have fun first, and you show yours, and then we'll get to mine.
Well, mine is amazing, and then I stopped, and now it's just an amazing back. Look.
It's gorgeous.
Look,
That looks
so
beautiful. I love those colors.
Oh, I'm so happy.
Those colors are great, and that's just...
It's perfect.
It is.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. So you have the back entire. What I really liked about this, and we'll get a close-up of this under the pictures, and we'll put a picture of this up while we talk about it here. The join between the body and the yoke is beautiful, and I love how they did it. When I first did it on mine, I was like, okay, I'm doing something wrong. The first couple stitches is always kind of a mess.
Yeah.
And then when I got into it and I went back and I looked, I thought, this is amazing.
Yeah, it really is great.
It's so simple, but the join is absolutely gorgeous. And I love how they did that join. So...
Yeah, I mean, you guys probably, we'll get a picture of it, but there's like no gap. It's just it's very smooth, and I just love it.
Yeah.
That was very smart. So.
Yeah. So that was great.
So there's the back.
So any drama with this?
No.
Because it's beautiful.
I haven't done anything. I was counting how many repeats that you needed to do, but then I realized because you put the stitch markers in, you don't have to count.
No.
So. It made it much mindless and a little faster.
The way that they designed it, there's a lot less counting and it works really nicely.
Yeah. So I'm excited. I'm excited to get the other side done, the front side. But here it is.
It'll be finished for next time.
But I'm so glad I added all that extra length because it is like, I mean, this is going to be perfect for me.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be gorgeous.
Yeah, definitely adding the extra length. And I didn't measure. I mean, we can go back and measure after it's all done, but I feel like I put like 6 inches.
Something like that.
I put quite a bit in there. Like, I just had an extra ball of this color, and I was like, I'm just going to knit till it's done. It wasn't a whole ball. Oh, excuse me. Thank you, sir. So, yeah, I had no problems on mine, Kristin.
She looks at me very self-satisfied.
I know that you did. The phone calls and messages were...
So,
it's sad.
I got the body done, and the body is done and continues to be done, although that's the only thing I have done. So, this is going to be a series of pictures that we're going to put up on the screen. Right now, we're going to put up a picture of when I picked out the yarn for the top, for the yoke, I looked at this swatch, and this is a picture of the swatch. So this is the swatch I saw when I picked out the yarn, thinking it's mostly purple, a little bit of teal, a little bit of a yellow-green, but there's not a lot of it. It's mostly purple. This is going to look great because I love the purple with that green that I picked out. So then I started knitting with it. It didn't come out the way the swatch was. And I thought I was so smart. I had gone on the website. I had, done my due diligence to research, make sure it would work out. So then I start knitting it, and this is what I came up with, and here's the picture. And as you can see, it does not look good together because that yellow-green does not match the green in the body.
It is like bright yellow.
It is. And there's way more of it than what was in the swatch. And I thought it was going to be mostly purple stripes, and it's not.
It's not.
So then I got very depressed, and I thought, oh, is it as bad as I think? Oh, is it as bad as I think? Oh, I'm going to start on my sister's jacket. So I just didn't work on it because I just didn't want to make the decision to rip everything out. I had a friend come over for knitting. There's a group that I knit with, and she came over, and I said, look at this. She said, that didn't go together. And I'm like, this is what you need. You need really honest people in your life, because I needed to hear that. Because I'm like, you're right. I just didn't want to admit it.
Mm-hmm.
So I ripped it all out. So I just have the body left. So I took the body to 3 different yarn stores, looking for a self-striping yarn that would go. Now, what you also have to realize is self-striping sock yarn really is only in independent dyers. You can't find that stuff in regular yarn stores unless they're carrying an independent dyer. So I couldn't find anything until I hit the 3rd yarn store.
Where did you go?
The first place I went to was Fiber, Hearts on Fiber. It's a small store, great store. They have their own lines. They just don't have a lot of, the only self-striping sock yarn they had was a Harry Potter themed houses. And it was pretty, and it's a lovely store. We had a great time in that store, don't get me wrong. They just didn't have self-striping yarn store. And then I went to another one called Knit One, Stitch Two in Huntersville. They have a great selection also, but once again, and they also had the same brand. That's where I got the yarn to begin with. So I looked at the self-striping yarns of the same brand. But a lot of those self-striping yarns weren't color mixes I really wanted, and a lot of them were a lot darker, and they weren't what I was going to be happy with. I didn't want like a brownie, dusky something. It just wasn't going to be me. So even though the yarns were gorgeous, you're trying to find something that you would like that'll also go with your body. And what I'm finding out is that I just can't have any green up here because none of the greens were looking good with the body. So then I went to Cheers to You, which is down another one near us. And they had this one. And this is actually a Cascade yarn, heritage print. And we'll put up, right now, pictures of this so you can see it much more closely. And so this has it's striped, but it's not like a hard stripe like yours, which is gorgeous. Yeah. It's more of a soft stripe, and and there's speckles and solids and speckles, so it's gonna be a little bit of different stripe. But I think the color of this, it looks really nice with the body.
Max, this is a problem, buddy.
Yes, it is, but you're so cute. Thank you. So this is, I think, gonna look great, and we're gonna put up a picture now of what these two look like up close. And if I can get a good enough picture of this sample of what the striping looks like, we'll also put that up. So it's very different than what I was going for, but I think it's going to look fine. And so what I need to do is get off my morose, woe is me, little stool I've been sitting on for a while.
It's going to be so pretty, Kristin.
And get this one going again. And then I'll fall in love with it again, and then I'll say, oh, I love it. So, but you know how you like have a problem with the project, and then you're like, yeah, but I don't want to deal with it. Like, you know, and it's like you have to make the decisions of what I'm going to do.
A Vertices United in
Yeah.
there that I'm having struggles with, and it's like.
So I don't know. You know, that's the thing. Is like when you have problems, it's like, okay, I have to have time to think about it. But then it's sometimes you just don't want to make the decisions. And when my friend came over, it was great. And it was also when I picked this yarn out for the pink one that I just threw in my basket. Here it is. When I was picking this one out, and I was at Cheers to You, they were fantastic in that store. In that they, you know, it was between this and another one, and you know, once again, you have the table of knitters who are fabulous, and they said, not that one. This one looks much better. I would never go with that one. And you need to hear that sometimes. And the honesty just makes a huge difference, because sometimes you can sit there and go, well, it might look okay. Well, I don't know, but yet, and you know, especially when you're having, you know, indecision issues. So, you know, the Cheers to You people were incredibly helpful. My friend, when she said, yeah, Kristin, that doesn't look good. That honesty is just so important to help make decisions sometimes. To get you out of your ruts.
I promise to always be honest with you about yarn.
Oh, I know. But you know, sometimes with friends, they just say, oh, it looks good.
Yeah,
because they think that's what you want to hear, and they're being kind and supportive and loving, when sometimes what you need to hear is, you know, someone say, that's shit.
Yeah.
You know, oh, you know, mama's arms.
That's a I'm baby dachshund.
That's a baby.
I'm a baby.
So
I'm a 15-year-old baby dog.
So that's the woes of my Bright Access tea, but we're going to get that going.
It is. It's
again.
Pretty, so pretty. I love pink and green. It is like one of my favorite combos.
Pink and green. I might like that every once in a while. So, but yeah. So we're going to, so next time what? Next time we're going to get the Bright Access teas done. Hey? Yeah? Keep each other on track. Because we have another one we're going to talk about that we want to do. And we can't start the other one until we get the Bright Access tea.
Yeah, we're definitely going to have that done, Kristin.
So I will be the electric cattle prod. And I will make sure that you get it done.
Before we start about that, can we talk about how Charlotte has like 9 yarn stores? And now it really... Yes. Oh, no, this morning I had to go to FedEx to drop off. I broke a monitor. Thank you for warranties, HP. And I was driving down east, and I was like, oh, I could go to the yarn store over here, because Charlotte Yarn is right there. I didn't do it, Kristin, because I was on time limit, but it's like every street in every direction you head on here, it's like, oh, I could just go to this yarn store. It gets so bad.
I know.
I really think there's like 8 or 9.
There's a bunch.
It's crazy. The yarn crawl here is amazing.
It is.
I hope that there will be one this year, because...
Yes, I'm sure that... I know that they've been doing designers in the area where designers are going to different yarn stores right now. I'm assuming that there's going to be a yarn crawl. That may have to be one of the episodes.
Oh my gosh. We could oh my gosh, Kristin, we could live stream it from our car. Like, the 9 hours. One year I did do them all in one day. I'm going to put you down, buddy. I did make them all in one day.
I've done it in 2 days, but I've never done it
Yeah, I think 2 days is the way to go, because
you got to do it in 2 days.
You got to shop a little bit, but
yeah.
The problem is that I feel like I need to buy something from every store.
It's not a good thing. And you've already told me that we're going to SAF.
Oh, we're going to SAF. I threatened to kidnap people. I was like, we're going to SAF. I'm taking off this Friday.
We've got a crew of
people.
people.
We're going. I'm driving. Someone can buy snacks.
We're going to SAF. And
for those
I'm like preparing my husband. So, darling, just so that you know.
Just stash a couple of $100.
Start stocking it away.
$600. I think I didn't do too bad at SAF. I feel like we went to Rhinebeck one year. Oh, you're back. Hello. I went to Rhinebeck one year, and I did poorly. But I knew that I was flying, so I had packed an extra suitcase just for yarn. So I did poorly there.
Poorly in that you broke the budget?
I don't even go with the budget. It's bad. So the last year before coronavirus went to Stitches, because it was in Atlanta.
Right.
it's bad when you have a whole car that you know that you can fill up, because it's like, I don't have to worry about this. And my best friend Angela was with me, and I was like, oh, well, I can just mail the yarn to you because we don't have problems. We just take it up. Asheville has a yarn curl. That's the one that really gets me, because there's like 4 or 5 now yarn stores in Asheville. The problem is that in Charlotte, we are literally surrounded by like 47 yarn stores. And it's just, you want to go and support them, so you buy it. Maybe not everything, but you buy like skeins from everyone, and it's like, oh,
that's, the whole thing.
so bad.
I have always been very much a person that it's like, you need to support the small businesses.
Oh yeah.
You need to, and it, this is my hobby. This is my joy. And
oh yeah.
This is one thing that I did in the last week. So we had company, and I was, doing the house clean, because let's not say when the last time that happened. And I thought, I need to, organize the yarn. The yarn had just gotten out of hand in my office, because I hadn't put it away. You buy stuff, you kind of put it away and put it away. So I got everything out, organized, put stuff away, and that's when I had a coming to Jesus moment and thought, I'm old, because I can't knit through all of this in my lifetime, and I'm not that old.
Oh, yeah, I'm never gonna knit through this.
And I'm like, I really have got to stop buying. Although, if it's for something specific, I might. But we'll talk about soon one of the things that's coming up. I was going to buy something for it, and I had the yarn picked out, and I thought, no you're going stash diving, so this could turn into a really weird, interesting project.
Lay down.
But we'll see.
Sorry, I have unruly dachshunds out my feet.
Yes, the dachshunds are going crazy.
So I'm trying to be a little better about, like, I'm only buying if I need it, but I'm so bad at that.
All right, so let's look at our acquisitions.
Oh, yeah, let's look, because I got like 47 skeins of yarn.
Okay, so let's start with yours.
Okay, so I got my 2 yarn clubs.
Yay.
Yes.
Let's take them out of the bags.
I know, they're still in the bags. That's how they're fresh. You get to open it up like the yarn smell. This is my Freckled Whimsy, and it's called Fancy Like Applebees, and it is so pretty. It is like...
That teal is gorgeous.
It's fun. I love her colors, because, this is not a skein that I would, like, look at and go, right, I want to buy this. But I'm so excited to knit this. Like, I just love that. So
I like the, let me see, I like the teal. We'll take closer pictures of this.
It's got some coral in it, and some fuchsia, and a lot of purple.
This might be becoming one of my new favorite colors.
Oh, that's good to know. Too bad this doesn't match your green, or I'd order another skein for you, and you could, like, knit with it. So I got that, and then I got my Cozy Knitter Club, and this is probably my favorite color. But she's dyed. I love you, Christina. If you ever watch this. This is called We'll Never Be Royal. And it is just like purple and gray and black and white. And it's so happy. I just love it. And then I got my Olympic yarn project that we'll talk about. This is Malabrigo. And this is their sock. This color is Polar Morning. Or Polar Morn, my bad. And this is ochre. So gold and silver. Because that is supposed to be like a metal color. So that's what I want. I couldn't find a good bronze. Kristin got the good bronze. But then, you guys, as I was shopping for this, I found a colorway that was gold, silver, and had some of that bronze in it. Had all like the metallic feel to it. So I bought that too. And some more Edison bulb, because I used it all on that project. I was hoping that it was going to be here today for this, but it's not. But I don't have any plans for that. I just bought it because it was pretty. See the previous section where I said I have a problem? So that's going to be here on Monday, not today like I thought it was going to be, which is kind of a bummer because it's really pretty.
Okay, so we're going to go into more acquisitions?
No, I think that's...
So we're going to go into my acquisitions, and she's already kind of previewed what we want to look at for our next knits, what we're going to plan on doing in the future. So the Olympics are coming up. And
July 23rd, I loved.
Yes.
I Googled.
So these are my colors, and we're going to put up a picture here that's going to show you these up close. And so these are going to be for what I'm going to call my Olympic medal bag.
Oh, yeah.
So we've got gold, silver, and bronze. And the bag that I'm going to be making is, it's on here, read it, Twill Tote.
Twill Tote. It's a Purl Soho bag.
It is. It's a free pattern. It's made really differently in that you make the handle first, and then you attach and add stitches and make the bag, and you end up at the bottom of the bag. And right here, we'll put a picture of that up. It's a great looking bag, and I'm looking forward to making it. The yarn actually is flax by Fibra Natura, and it's 100% linen. And what are my colors? My colors are, the gold is actually called, I think, tangerine, but it looks gold to me, so we're going with that.
Yeah, it's definitely gold.
And then we have silver, and we have dusted apricot. So those are going to be the colors, and I'm going to put stripes in this bag and make it look like the Olympic medals.
Oh, I'm knitting a shawl. My shawl is called something. It's called, I wrote it down. I'm sorry. I took notes because I was like, I got to be prepared today, and look at me. I'm not prepared. That's yours. That's yours.
Oh, what's over there? Nothing.
No, that's your. Okay, well, I will put the back. I feel like it's like starts with an M. I'll remember it later, guys.
We'll
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna put it on the bottom of the screen now, so that you'll know what we're talking about. But she's gonna make that shawl, and we'll put a picture of that up also. And you're gonna make it with those two yarns, correct?
That's the yellow and the silver, or the gold and the silver.
The yellow and the silver that she had will be made into that shawl. So that's gonna be her Olympic project. I have always been an Olympic buff. I
love the Olympics.
I love the Olympics. I do want to say here, there's been a lot of Olympic controversy. And I think that it's really important to support the athletes. So I'm here for the athletes, and I'm here that they are able to do what they choose to do in the Olympics. And I really want to cheer on the athletes and hope that the Olympic Committee will learn how to support the athletes to their best ability, because I'm not sure that that's happening right now.
I know, it's so, all this stuff, and then they like close down the venues to like people.
I know.
Like, that's so last minute, and I get COVID is awful. Like,
well, Japan's having a lot of its own issues.
Yeah.
But, you know, besides the whole Japan thing, which is another topic, I think that the Olympic Committee is not listening to where athletes are now and what their needs are and how to protect them and how to promote them.
Yeah.
And I think that they need to do more of that.
I didn't even realize they're not requiring like any kind of COVID testing for the athletes.
Really?
Yeah, like there's none of that happening, I think. So I think that's what I read earlier, that they're not like requiring vaccinations or testing or.
That's wild.
It is crazy.
I had not heard that. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I
think I read that like weeks ago, so that may have changed. So.
But
yeah,
go athletes! We're gonna be watching.
I know, we're excited. I'm
are.
so excited for Simone Biles. I hope she like all the medals. I'm like, we're here for you, Simone. We're your cheerleaders.
Go!
Yes. Oh my gosh, that's right. You're like a big swimmer too. Like this is your time, Kristin.
I want Katie Ledecky. I will never be Katie Ledecky, but I can, have hallucinations of grandeur, and I love watching her swim, and she's fantastic. So
I feel like these are all the fun. The only thing that I really like watching in the Winter Olympics, I'm addicted to curling. I just think that's like the most amazing thing I want to learn to do.
The Norwegian team's pants. Every year, you have to look at the Norwegian team's pants because they have the best pants.
Oh my gosh, I've never noticed that.
Oh yes. Oh. Get on YouTube or get on Google. Google Norwegian team curling pants.
We're going to put up a picture of their pants.
Every year they're fantastic. You have to check them out. They're more than great. So, I love the skiing. I love the snowboarding.
I love the ice skating.
Oh, and
just everything.
Now, the thing that the Summer Olympics has going for it is during the opening ceremony, they have a better opening ceremony because they're not just all in parkas.
Yeah.
They have all the traditional dress. So we always have to sit there and drink lots of alcohol and watch the dresses and have a great time. Did you see?
Our dachshunds almost kissed.
Oh. Did you see the time? And I don't remember where this guy was from, but it was in the Winter Olympics, I think, and he was topless, and then he had a grass skirt on, and he was greased up.
Yes.
Oh, baby.
Yes, I feel like that was like the Samoan Islands or something. I
something.
remember being like,
It was fantastic.
we need to live there.
Yes.
Is what we need to do.
Go there. Go there.
Yeah, that was amazing.
So
That's my
anyway,
vacation
I love
spot,
the Olympics,
but only with girls.
and athletes. We're rooting for you and hope that everything
Yes.
goes well for you and want nothing but the best for you. And Olympic Committee, please support the Olympic athletes appropriately. Okay, so that's going to be our next, and then our we're going to do a project after that, which is
we've talked about 2 projects after this. So our next project is going to be the V-back tea.
yes,
Although I still have to make it through like 6, whatever.
the electric cattle prod.
So we're gonna do the V-back tea next, and then after that we are going to motivate each other to do the batad.
Batad,
Batad.
B-A-T-A-D. We're going to put pictures of both of those up while we're talking.
Mhm.
So we're looking at both of those as projects down the way, and I have a project for my niece coming up.
Oh.
My niece, whom I love and adore, likes chickens, and
right.
she is a chicken fanatic. And her birthday is going to be, I think it is this fall. I'm not going to say what month because I'm going to get it wrong. But for her birthday, I think it was Susan B. Anderson came up with the mother hen pattern, and I'll put that up here. And it's a chicken that has a cardigan and a top hat, winter hat, and it is cute as a button. I have never in my life made a stuffy ever, and I will have lots of cussing and
There's no cussing.
inappropriate verbiage will be happening while I make this thing, but I thought I need to try to make something different and make something for my niece and go out of my way to learn new stuff. So, and that's the one where I had thought, oh, I can pick up, they had patterned, they had kits for it, the kits sold out, and I thought, well, let me go looking. I saw a suitable yarn to substitute. I thought, oh, I can just order it from there. It's not very expensive. And then I was like, Kristin, you have a stash, and you have all, and it's a stuffed chicken. It's like this, right? So we're not talking skeins and skeins and skeins are necessary. Yeah. So I'm going to go through my worsted weight leftovers, and we may come up with the weirdest looking chicken you've ever seen.
It's going to be amazing.
But we're not going to buy anything, and it's going to be my challenge to buy nothing for this chicken and to use all of what I have in the house and use leftovers, etc. and so forth.
Ooh.
Now, it does include buttons, so I may be buying buttons, but not yarn.
I think that's fair. I mean, they're buttons. It's not like it's going to sit around.
Right. No, I mean, I would just buy the button because the cardigan has little buttons on it. So I may buy that, but I'm not going to buy any yarn. That's the challenge I'm putting before myself and see how weird this chicken's going to look.
That's amazing.
It could be weird. So those are some of the things that are coming up. So for next time, we are going to finish the Bride Access Tea Amy. All right? And
I can do it. You guys need to cheer me on because I'm going to be
cheer her on.
Oh, I finished 2 color stripes. I'm going to go back to something else.
She will be getting daily reminders from me.
Bad.
The Caleb Prod will come out. So we're going to finish that before we do the next episode.
This is why I only do 2 socks at a time, because I'd finish one and be like, I gotta go with something else, because no.
And then I don't know if we're going to do episodes before the Olympics or not, but
the Olympics start the 23rd. Maybe we could do an episode during the Olympics.
That would be fun. During the opening ceremony when they have the costumes.
I think that's Friday, but you know what? I could record it and we could watch it together.
You know, you're spoiling me at this point. You're spoiling me.
We can watch it.
Oh, because the Olympics are about right when we're supposed to.
Yeah, it's the 23rd, so that should be the next time.
The Olympics are the next time, so we're gonna have that. We're gonna have our Bride Access Tea done.
We'll be watching the Olympics together,
and we'll be starting on our Olympic projects. We should have something of those going.
We should have the cast on done for our Olympic project.
We should, yeah. We can do the cast on.
We can do the cast on.
I think my cast on is that. I think my cast on is that wide.
No, Max, I can't cast on. So when we go like to like when I take vacation knitting, I know that I have to have it at least cast on because I can't concentrate like for the cast on. Like I feel like for me, like casting on and knitting lace, I have to be in a quiet room.
Yeah.
And I don't know why it's casting on because casting on, I mean, you cast on like 3 stitches sometimes, you know, but I need to do that when I'm alone. And I don't know. I'm like,
event.
yes, it is. It's like I'm like putting all of this love and like attention into this project, and I just need it to be me and the yarn. So funny. Yeah. Oh my! I can't believe it. I feel so bad for casting on that shawl, but I just had to have the. I just couldn't do that.
There's no reason to feel bad.
But I have a lot of.
You're fine. We all get.
You guys haven't seen my like cast off projects that are in a corner. They're literally in a corner in the back of my office that I'm just like.
It's okay. Cast on itis is a real thing amongst all of us fiber people. We cast on lots of projects. We all catch it every now and then. But now we're going to have finish-itis. So I think that we have concluded everything, have we?
Yeah, and I guess we'll have to talk about colors from a V-back tee because, as you guys can see, I have lots of stash, and this is a project made for like one-offs, and I'm going to pick 4 skeins of one-off colors, and
I have all mine bought and ready.
Kristin's like got it ready, and I'm just like, nope.
So when we get to the point when we're finished with that and we're ready to start, we'll get those colors out and we'll have a good time.
Oh, it's gonna be so
we're gonna play with yarn. Oh, we're gonna play with yarn. It's gonna be fun. Mixing and matching and seeing what goes.
Oh gosh,
it's gonna be great.
I might drink. We might have to have drinks that episode.
There we go. I'm up for that. I may introduce you to Amarula.
I know Amarula.
Do you know Amarula?
I might have some downstairs. One of our friends was allergic to it.
Oh no.
Yeah. I thought you could only get it in Texas because that's where it's from.
No, it's not from Texas.
It's I thought it was from Texas.
No, it's South African.
Oh yes.
Do you know that elephant that's on the front?
Yeah.
Yeah. Amarula is a fruit off a tree in Africa. And what they say is that it falls on the ground. The elephants eat the rotting fruit and they get drunk.
I can believe it. It's good
So
stuff.
I was introduced to it when I lived in Southern Africa. And I might have drunk more than my fair share of Amarula in my lifetime. So we may have to have an Amarula episode coming up.
I'm down with that. One where my dachshund isn't climbing up. You have been so bad. And you've been so good.
See, I told you she just sits on my lap.
Mine's been climbing up me, climbing down.
Well, mine climbs up until I let her stay up. So yes, Mama. But you won't feed me. You're mean.
No Reuben dip or pimento cheese for you. So, all right, you guys. Well, it's been delightful. Leave your comments and questions below. I haven't gotten any email about questions, so hopefully you guys will share us and
let us know what you think.
Yeah.
Tell us what you like and what you don't like. We want to hear honest answers. Like I said before, honesty is the best thing that a person can have, and when people feel safe enough to be honest, we really appreciate it.
Your hair matches your sweater.
I know.
I just know that.
Let's just say I have a certain color palette right now in my life.
Mm-hmm.
And we would love to hear from you. If you enjoyed this, we'd appreciate if you liked the video. If you would like to subscribe, that would be great. We look forward to hearing from you, and we look forward to doing another one of these. So I hope that you have a good rest of your day, and that you join us in enjoying the Olympics and having a great time. If you're going to do an Olympic knitting project to keep you busy while you're watching them all, let us know. Share them in the comments. We'd love to see what you guys are making. And if you want to share on Facebook or Instagram, that would be great too. You can also use the hashtag Yarn and Shenanigans. We would love to see what everyone's up to during the Olympics.
My pattern is etched in time.
There we go.
I knew it. I knew I was going to find it. Okay. All right. Bye, you guys. Have a good week, and we'll see you during the Olympics.